Oh, you've done it now, Johnny.
Welcome to the Breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.
Welcome to the Breakdown with Jay and Nell. I'm Jay.
And I'm L.
And we got Mr. G joining us on today.
What's good, y'all? Appreciate me coming, man. Happy New Year to y'all too as well.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's been a long time since Mr. G been on the show, but we're glad to have him back.
Yes, sir.
Always.
Appreciate it.
All right, but before we get started, how's y'all week?
My week was good. All work, no play, the usual.
Well, my week, of course, I'm a teacher, so I've been out for the last 2 weeks. So it's been good times. But, now wrapping back up and getting back into it. So I go back on Monday. So it's going to get crazy. But I said I'm glad I had the time off, though.
Yeah, time off. That's much needed.
Mm.
My week's been good. Just to take care of the family. It's been a little bumps and cracks along the way, but we're good over here in this household. Glad to see another year. But here we are with this last week of the regular season. And the playoffs starts in a couple of weeks. So we're gonna give you guys our predictions for week 18. First up we have is we're gonna keep it going with the Saturday games. So they typically do this around the end of the regular season. But first we have is the Carolina Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be. I don't know. The Buccaneers, they've been slipping up lately. That was a big surprise, but I know they had a lot of injuries. And, Evans just came back a few weeks ago, but I think again the Bucs don't pull this one out because they're at home. So, and again, but the Panthers, if they win, can solidify their spot though. But again, my prediction will be the Bucs because they're at home. My prediction will be 27-21. But the Bucs have to win though because they can't rely on the Saints to try to beat the Falcons. So, yeah, that's a big the way the Falcons been playing too. They playing spoiler for anybody else. So they've got to take care of business, at least do their part, at least try to win, and then go from there. So I got the Bucs winning this one.
I think that the Panthers actually are going to win. Why? Because they want to be able to solidify their spot, like Mr. G said, and the fact that they want the bragging rights. I think the last few times that they played, like the Buccaneers have won. Not recently, but recently. Like not like this past season, but like in previous seasons. They've won. And they don't want to be the laughing stock of the NFL. Or one of the laughing stocks of the NFL.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers as well. Piggyback off what Mr. G said. They're playing at home, and also I think Todd Bowles is fighting for his job. If the Buccaneers don't make it to the playoffs, they don't win this game. I believe Todd Bowles is going to be fired. They have too much talent not to win this game. You got Mike Evans, you got Chris Godwin, you got Bucky Irvin, you got the other wide receiver Jalen McMillan back. So you have your full arsenal of weapons. They need to use them. Offense is their strong suit. I don't know what's going on with that defense. Buccaneers defense is bad. But you have the offensive firepower to make this into a shootout and to have the Carolina Panthers put up points. The quicker you put up points, the more your chances of winning this game, it goes up higher. So, I like the Panthers. I like what they did this season. They improved. Like, we didn't expect this from them. But I think they still need a little bit more. I offensively and defensively. But it was a good start for the Panthers. They had a good season. I mean, I wouldn't say this season is a failure, but I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
Yep, agree. Yep. And one side note too, if the Bucks do win, they don't clinch their spot though. They still have to again hope that the Saints beat the Falcons. Because even if the Bucks win, if the Falcons still win, it'll be a 3-way tie. And if it gets
Oh
a
yeah,
3-way tie, of course the Panthers will still get that. So the Bucks have to win, and they gotta pray that the Saints beat the Falcons still. But if the Panthers
okay.
take care of business, they got their spot. That Falcons and Saints game doesn't mean nothing.
I forgot about that 3-way tie.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what I looked it up. I was like, oh yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, Panthers they take care
And
of
the
business.
Panthers, they set either way.
Yeah, for real.
Only in the NFL you get 3-way ties to get into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's why those divisional games matter.
Yep, for real.
You know who's not having a divisional game?
Hey, say
go.
man, don't do
Here we
that.
go.
Don't
Here we go.
do that.
I already talking about the
No,
boys.
but-
Come on now, just wait on that. Wait
At
on that.
least wait till we talk about the Cowboys matchup first before you bring them up.
Okay.
All right. Since this guy's so eager, let's get to this next matchup. Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday night game. Seattle Seahawks versus San Francisco 49ers.
Yep. Go ahead, Bone.
Well, of course, you know who I'm going with. I ain't bad, not a game. But the main reason why is look at what we've been through, right? We've been through the season. We've had the most injuries, doggone near. We don't have our star linebacker. We just lost Trent Williams. Brandon Ayuk hasn't played all season. Like, look how far we came in this short amount of time frame. For us to be playing for the number 1 seed, that's a lot. Also, you would ask me, this is my opinion, Kyle Shanahan definitely needs to get that Coach of the Year. Just out this alone. Because I believe everybody thought that, oh, the 49ers are going to be failed miserable. And look at us. In the playoff spot, baby. Yes, sir.
This guy. Oh, I'm going to go. I'm going to go with the 49ers. Y'all hot right now. And y'all getting hot at the right time, going into the playoffs. Kudos to Kyle Shanahan. He's done a great job with that team. Like, he definitely should be in the running for Coach of the Year, especially if y'all win this game and y'all get the number 1 seed. I am interested to see, though. George Kittle is questionable for this game. Also, Trent Williams. Also, Ricky Parcell. So if none of those guys can go, I'm interested to see, like, what's the game plan going to be? I know you're going to feed Christian McCaffrey, but who's going to step up in the receiver department? Like, who's going to step up catching the football from Brock Purdy? So that's something to monitor. That's something to look at going into this game. But I'm going to go with y'all because y'all the hot hand, and as long as y'all feed Christian McCaffrey, y'all have a shot at winning like almost every game y'all play because it's hard to defend that dude. So, and Kyle Shanahan, he's good at making adjustments. So if those guys are out, he's going to have a game plan in order for y'all to be successful against the Seahawks.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta definitely agree with both of y'all. Yeah, it's a hard game now to pick the 49ers, especially coming off the game again y'all had last week against the Bears, that shootout y'all had. And, you know, it's just hard, especially with Brock Purdy. He's been playing out of his mind the last couple of weeks. Again, he's pretty much y'all saving grace this year, even with all your injuries like you talked about, El. So, and again, well, I'm going to give some credit to Seahawks, though. Because, again, I don't think a lot of people knew the Seahawks were going to be in this position either, though. Because their defense is a problem, though. Like their defense is next level. Even with Sam Darnold playing pretty well, but that defense is really carrying this team. And it's crazy if Sam Darnold, if they get the win, he'll have 14 wins, 2 straight seasons in a row. Of course, he didn't do much in the playoffs last year, but it's still that's still impressive though. So that shows again that probably for being Sam Darnold, being the quarterback he is, like if you put a system around him and put a decent defense, he'll be okay. So, but again, going back to the point though, I think 49ers will win this game. But of course, 49ers, the only thing y'all struggle with sometimes your defense though, because y'all gave up a lot of points to the Bears previous week. So hopefully your defense holds up and gets the tops though. So I have this one in the defensive battle though, 21-18, 49ers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we all have the 49ers. If y'all believe the 49ers going to win, y'all let us know in the comments. But we're going to move over to the noon games. The first matchup we have is the Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
Battle of Ohio.
Yep. This one's, the only thing you really think about with this one is, of course, is that Myles Garrett trying to get the record, pretty much. So, of course, other 2 people that had it is 22 and a half, actually. So he has 22. So if he gets a half sack, he'll get it to tie with Michael Strahan and TJ Watt. So that's probably the only thing you're looking for towards this game. The Browns maybe can put some points up, because the Bengals have allowed 29.5 points per game this season, just behind the Cowboys, was 29.8. Yeah. So I think, again, that's probably the only reason you're probably watching this game, to see Myles Garrett get the record, which will be 23, because he's at 22 right now. So, but I got the Bengals winning 30-18. So I think Myles Garrett does get the record, but I think the Bengals do come out with the win, though.
I think aside from Shedeur trying to get better since he's been a starter, that's going to be a focal point as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Myles Garrett getting that sack is definitely going to be a high priority. But I would agree. I definitely think that the Bengals are going to beat the Browns, because for one, they're the Browns. So I got a guaranteed W. And it's going to be a really lackadaisical win.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals, too. I expect a big day from Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. When Mr. G said, yeah, Myles Garrett wants that sack record, I think he's going to get it. The Bengals' offensive line is horrible, so he has a good shot at getting it. And he'll probably have 2 to 3 sacks in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe more than that, but I'm going to go with 2 to 3. I think the Bengals are going to put up a lot of points, and even though we're starting to see the maturation of Shedeur Sanders, the Browns still don't have enough offensively. I believe around him. So until they change that and they get him some more pieces of the offense, I don't see this team putting up a lot of points. So I gotta go with the Bengals.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right. Next up we have is L's second favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants.
You never heard me say that in your life.
Hey, you talk about it so much like you a fan. So,
but since you asked, I know everybody going for the Cowboys, and I am too. But I hope the Giants make it worthwhile.
Yeah, there's not much we can pretty much say about this one. Well, I want to ask y'all, should Dak play though?
No.
What do you think of?
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, put them in for the first quarter. Like, put the starters in the 1st
Mm-hmm.
quarter, and then once that first quarter ends, put the backups in.
Jay's like, nope, just send them all out, right?
Nope.
Yeah. Because I think, of course, one thing that I saw is like that he actually is leading the league in passing yards this year.
Mm-hmm.
So if he
Oh,
does,
yeah.
yep, he has 4,482 yards. So if he does continue maybe like 200 or 300 yards, he probably will have the most this year. So which would be crazy, but he's be the first Cowboys quarterback to ever lead the league in yardage. So
Oh,
that's pretty.
wow.
I know.
That's
So it's
lit.
like his team was decent. He probably would have won MVP.
Yep.
To be honest. So, but yeah, it's just not much to it. Of course, Dak hasn't lost to the Giants either ever in his career too. So that helps his case right there. So, and again, just try to see, try to finish strong, against, because they had pretty much a disappointing season, to be honest. They've probably been one of the most underwhelming teams this year. Even me being a Cowboys fan. So, nah, it shouldn't have ended like this. So, Dak, you go play whatever, like, just hope you don't get injured, man. That's all it is. But I got Cowboys winning 31-14, so they'll take care of business.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys as well. Looks like Brian Schottenheimer, he's gonna play the starters. I don't like it because for one, they're playing on MetLife, and we've seen so many injuries happen on that field,
Great point.
and I don't want like none of our players getting injured. I don't want CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, that none of them to get injured on while playing on that football field because most of the time those type of injuries do not turn out to be well. Those turn out to be long term injuries. So we have nothing to play for it, and I want us to have a high draft pick. But if we end up winning this game, we'll probably be picking in like the late teens, like probably between 16 and 19. And if we lose this game, we'll be closer to a top 10. So we'll probably be like in 11 to 12 range if we lose this football game. But I would think it's no point. I mean, I know you want to break all the records that you could possibly break, and that's probably the only thing they're looking at right now. But I want to risk doing that, losing a star player, for next season. Like just and Joe Milton, he needs the reps too, because we don't know what we have at backup quarterback. So say that does get hurt next season, we don't know what we have in Joe Milton. We don't know what he can do. So he needs all
Yep.
the reps. So just let him play this game. Treat it like a preseason game. Don't play none of the starters and let the backups play. But I do have the Cowboys winning this game. It's gonna be a blowout. Giants, they're not any good. So
Agreed.
So, I have a question.
Go ahead.
As Cowboy fans that you guys are,
Mm-hmm.
would you consider this season a wash, or do you feel like there were improvements that y'all could have did, but overall it wasn't where y'all expected to be? And I'm not referring to like a Super Bowl, nothing like that. I just mean like record wise and like playoff wise, like just going to the playoffs.
Go ahead, Jay.
all right. Well, this was before even the Michael Parsons trade happened. I already knew the defense was going to be bad um because of the secondary. The secondary's been bad like these last couple of years. Um, Trayvon Diggs is not himself. That's why we ended up releasing him. Paid him all that money. Basically, after that, he never reached to that level that he was at. Kept getting injured. Deron Bland, we ended up paying him this season. He got injured multiple times throughout the season. He's out. He had to get foot surgery. So coming into it, we kind of, well, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself, but most Cowboys fans kind of already knew how bad the defense was going to be. We didn't know the offense was going to be this great because of George Pickens. We didn't know George Pickens was going to fit so well with us. So that's kind of like a surprise there that George Pickens was able to go off like how he did. And now our offense is more balanced. We have two number one receivers. We have a running game. offensive line could be questionable. We can make some improvements along the offensive line, but as far as offense goes, I think we're fine. We just have to build that defense. Use those 2 first round draft picks, draft some studs, give a safety a corner, or a safety a linebacker, or a corner and a linebacker. Any of those combinations, and let's go into next season and see where we go from there. And please fire Matt Eberflus.
Yep. Like I said, like I said, pretty much piggyback what you said. Yeah, defense. Like I said, we didn't know it's going to be this bad. We knew it was going to be some struggles, but we didn't know it was going to be this horrible. Pretty much the worst, and again, probably almost ever for the Cowboys' history. So, and again, just the offense, did what it could. Dak doing his thing. But yeah, from a projection, it wasn't like, hey, we're not those Super Bowl, we're not like Cowboys fans. Oh, you're gonna go to the Super Bowl. We're not like that. We don't shoot that far. Like, we're not those crazy Cowboys fans. We just like, hey, we have expectation. I again, just my personal opinion, I thought at least had a shot of possibly making playoffs. At least I would say that. I wouldn't say we'll be in a position where we're in week 18 where we don't have a shot to go to playoffs at all. No, I would definitely say that for sure. I was like, okay, our defense gonna be a little bit bad, but offense can hold up too, especially see how George Pickens was, and again, he pretty much blew through the roof of it. But it's like, yeah, still, yeah, it was not no Super Bowls. Like, now at least probably a playoff spot, maybe a wild card at least, but it wasn't nothing higher than that though, based on defense. And again, bringing a new defensive coordinator this past year too, so got used to that too. So yeah, and again, you don't have the players too, so that was hard to do too. So, yep, that's pretty much it.
I have 2 more questions. The first question is the first question
Man, we
is
only made it to the second game of the noon slate. This man got questions. All right, go ahead. No more
Good.
after this, though.
is George Pickens, was he worth the trade?
Yes.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is, you know how he had such a bad rep in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Does he, like, I know we don't see that, right? But do you think it was it was Pittsburgh, or was it him?
It was Pittsburgh.
Or
Yeah, it's
not
Pittsburgh. We see.
but the coaching staff, or was it him? Did he get to
Coaching
change the
stuff.
scenery?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think sometimes that's what players need sometimes, just a change of scenery. Again, because now he had more opportunities. Because even when CD Lamb went down, of course, that opened George Pickens to do even more. And we saw how he thrived. Again, when you have a quarterback, again, like Dak Prescott, again, that will give him the ball, though. In Pittsburgh, he didn't have a consistent, good quarterback. There was no quarterbacks ever that George Pickens had that was better than Dak in Pittsburgh. So it's like, when you have a quarterback that can give you the ball, too, that helps, too. So your situation, yes, for sure.
Yeah, definitely the change of scenery, it helped him. I think a lot of people was trying to paint a weird picture, trying to compare him to Antonio Brown, but him and Antonio Brown are nothing alike. So
Right.
they tried to use that stereotype on him, try to call him a diva. But I think he was just frustrated because he wasn't. And they didn't even use him like in their office. Like, they wasn't creative. They didn't get him involved. He was their best receiver, and they didn't feature him in their offense. And he comes to Dallas, and Schottenheimer knows how to use him. He knows his strengths and weaknesses. And like Mr. G said, when CD went down, he proved himself that he can be a number 1 receiver. He can step up. He can make the big plays. So, yeah, that was a great trade, and it was a steal, too, because we only gave up a 3rd-round draft pick. And all Jerry has to do is pay him. Now, if you don't pay him, then that's the only reason I'll say it's a bad trade, because you basically did a 1-year rental on a guy that's like 24 years old, where you could still sign him and you keep him for long term. So, but it was a great trade.
Okay. That's it for now.
Oh, okay.
All right, get to it.
Did you make your pick on the Cowboys and Giants?
Yeah, I did the Cowboys.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. All right. Them questions threw me off.
Oh, yeah, but I was like, finally on our side. Thank you, brother.
All right, next up we have East Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
Man.
I'm going with the Texans. They should have win this game because they're better than the Colts, and their defense is stout. Like they got a great defense.
Yeah.
Now the Colts just let Phillip Rivers go. Let that man go. He a grandpa. Why are
Bro,
you
he
trying
already
to
said
be a
he
grandpa?
retired, bro.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
Yeah, he ain't coming back. He already said it.
Yep, he sure did.
Good. I'm proud of him. Let it go, my G. Let it go.
Mm-hmm.
5 more years before you get to the Hall of Fame.
Hey,
He
you
took that.
trying to make him some quick pocket change. They came to him.
I know, for real.
That is true. I'm still mad that they actually came to him. He's a grandpa. What am I gonna do?
Yeah. But I mean, familiarity. This is what they thought. But yeah,
It didn't work out that well.
sure didn't. So, but yeah, I'm going with the Texans too. Like I said, pretty much, Phil Rivers, the whole thing, was a pretty crazy thing about they had other, quarterbacks that were there. But I know they wanted to push for that playoff spot though. Because there was a time they were probably the best team in the NFL looking like. And then now they're looking, like, wow, how things have changed since the injury to Daniel Jones. So, which is crazy. We think about a Daniel Jones injury changed the trajectory of their season, which is crazy to even think about. So, but I mean, he did the job he's supposed to. So, and we'll see what happens next. I know they starting as rookie Riley Leonard, so we'll see what he can do, and then we'll see if what they're gonna do with Anthony Richardson too, because I know he has team option until 2027. So, if they're gonna keep him or try to get somebody else in the draft or something, but they have the infrastructure. They just need that quarterback though that they trust though. So we'll see what they can do. But yeah, I got a Texas win in the blowout. It'll be 31-10. And they can clinch the division, Texans with a win and a Jaguars loss. So it definitely helps.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans too. They've been on fire. I believe they have the longest winning streak in the NFL right now. D'Amico Ryans, he's done a great job coaching that team, that defense. That defense is championship caliber. And this is his third straight year of taking the Texans to the playoffs, and he's the first head coach to do that for them. So he's completely changed that program around, that organization around. And I believe they could make a run, but it just all depends on the play of CJ Stroud, how he plays. That defense can carry them in the playoffs, but it'll be interesting to see what Stroud can do. But for this game, it's gonna be a blowout. Riley Leonard, he's a third string quarterback. And like Mr. G said, it's crazy how the Colts season just did a complete downturn with the injury of Daniel Jones. And hopefully he comes back healthy next season. I think they're going to re-sign him too. Probably need to part ways with Anthony Richardson. Try to see if you could trade him, get a draft pick back for him. But I think that experiment is over in Indianapolis. I did have their guy in Daniel Jones, but I'm going to Texas here with a blowout. And Texas, they already clinched their playoff spot. I don't see the Jaguars losing to the Titans unless they sit everybody. But, this NFL, anything can happen. But the Texans do have a shot on winning the division. All right. The next matchup is the Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings.
The Green Bay Packers are going to mollywop them folks. The Vikings ain't who they thought they were. That defense is legit. But that offense, horrible. horrible. Right now, that's not what they paid for with JJ McCarthy. Listen, he's not playing like a top 10 pick that they got.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely agree. Well, I do have the Vikings win this one though because the Packers, they're not playing anybody. All the stars are sitting. Jordan Love sitting, and they're the only team that has a for sure spot. Like they cannot move either way they win or lose or whatever happens. Like they're stuck at a 7 seed, so you're just waiting to see who's going to be at number 2 seed between the Bears or Eagles. I think those are the two, or possibly the 49ers, your team. So yeah, so they have nothing to play for. So that's why I think the Vikings going to come out and actually probably win this game because Packers won't be. There was no incentive for them to really play anybody. And Justin Jefferson trying to get his yards too because he needs 53 yards to get his 1,000-yard season. I think it's his fourth or fifth year that he'll get that in a row. So, and he's had, as was crazy, he's had less than 50 yards in this last 7 of his last 9 games. So I think they probably gonna definitely try to force it to so he can get it. And like their draft pick, they'll get about the 15th, like halfway through 15th or 16th pick. So if they win or lose, so it's around the area. So I actually got the Vikings winning because the Packers not really playing anybody because they have nothing to really play for.
Yeah. If Malik Willis was playing in this game, then I would pick the Packers, but he's out. He's out with a hamstring injury. Jordan Love, he's healthy, but like Mr. G said, Packers have nothing to play for, so Jordan Love is out. They're down to their third string quarterback. I think the Vikings will do just enough to win this game. Brian Flores has their defense playing well. And JJ McCarthy, he has something to prove. He has to prove that he can be a starting quarterback in the NFL and a starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. So I expect a good game from him. And yeah, Packers, they have nothing to play for. And yeah, they in the playoffs. It ain't like they can move up in the standings.
True.
All right. Next up is the New Orleans Saints versus the Atlanta Falcons.
As we previously mentioned, both teams need New Orleans. But Atlanta is going to route them folks up. You already know it. It's about as easy as a W as you can get. Matter of fact, they guarantee the top 10 pick. Top 5 at that.
Yeah. We discussed. Yeah. Oh, I'm a football. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but like El said, it just depends what happens tomorrow. Pretty much Saturday night, Saturday afternoon. So pretty much, if the Bucks win, it's going to be a game that really matters for both teams because the Bucks going to be rooting for the Saints, and the Panthers be rooting for the Falcons. But if the Panthers win, this game means nothing. You shouldn't even turn this game on. Just leave it. Just like if you feel like the multi view, just move that one off the screen. That doesn't make sense. So, but yeah, so it just depends what happens on Saturday afternoon. But hopefully, I hope the Bucks do win. So literally, we can be like, oh dang, if this team wins, another team. So it's pretty much based off of that. So it will mean a lot more. So, but other than that, though, this game means nothing. Yeah. So Kirk Cousins, we don't know about him. But I love Bijan Robinson though. The Falcons got one, Bijan Robinson. That's someone they can definitely build off though. But I do have the Falcons winning 24-9 either way. Whoever wins in the previous game on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Falcons too. I believe Bijan Robinson is gonna have a big game. Yeah, the Saints they're a rebuilding team. Another quarterback, Tyler Shough, he's been playing well, but Saints they don't have enough to match up with the Falcons, and even though Kirk Cousins is their backup quarterback, he's gonna do just enough to get them to win. And I expect a big game from Kyle Pitts too. He's been playing well too as of late. and he's
Mhm.
trying to get him a contract in the offseason. He's gonna be a free agent. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons here. I mean, it would be crazy if the Saints won, and say if the Buccaneers win on Saturday, they're in the playoffs. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons. All right. This is the last game of the noon slate. Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville should whoop the dog mess out of the Titans. Again, they get the top 10 pick. Just go ahead and let them folks get their W and go home.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. As I say, I got the Jaguars winning. Yeah, Cam Ward has had a great rookie season. So pretty much he has 32.1 QBR rating, which is pretty much the worst in the league. So yeah, he's definitely not had a great season. So he had some flashes, but it's nothing the same. But and then but the Titans can if they do win, they can't deny the Jaguars from winning AFC South and push them down a few spots. So they can't play spoiler. So that is something that they can root for, so they can kind of push and try to do that. But most likely, I don't think so, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jaguars too. Um, they want to clinch the division. With them clinching the division, they have one of the highest seeds in the AFC. Um, Titans, they're a rebuilding team. I am rooting for Cam Ward, but he just doesn't have enough. And the Jacksonville Jaguars defense been playing well this season. Kudos to Liam Cohen. He's a first year head coach. He's a former offensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kudos to him for having a great season his first year. And he also should be in the running for coach of the year of what he's done with this Jacksonville Jaguars team. But I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. They just have too much for the Titans. All right, we off to the evening games. First up, we have is the Arizona Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Nobody cared about that game, but
Hey,
I got to pick. Give
take
me
a
the
nap right
Rams.
there, my guy. Swipe that off of television.
Yeah. Go at 2 hours. You can go. You can go do other something else with that.
Actually, it's 3 hours.
Whatever. Again, you can do something else with that.
But now, like I say, yeah, this gonna be interesting because Rams are playing their starters. So and Puka has been balling out though. Like the last again, if he have 4 games of 150 plus receiving yards, and he's one shy of tying the most in the season by by receiver in NFL history. Yep. So he's been balling out for sure. So they can either get the 5th or 6th seed, depending on what happens with Seattle and the 49ers. So they do have something to play for. So, but again, yeah, I think they should. I predicted this game to be 28-0. I think they're gonna just wipe them clean out as a blowout. So it's not a snooze game because you still got Puka, you still got the Rams, with nice offense, and everything. But they should take care of them pretty easily though.
Yeah. I'm like ill. I feel sorry for anybody that has to sit and watch this game. But I'm gonna go with the Rams as well. Um, I'm quite surprised that they're playing their starters for this game. They got their playoff spot secured. They're not gonna move up in the standings with a win. So pretty much nothing to play for. But I'm gonna go with the Rams. They should blow them boys out. Puka should have a big game.
Mm-hmm.
150 plus yards again. Probably 2 or 3 tutties. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah, actually, they can move up one spot. if they with the win, and then if the Seattle wins, if they beat 49ers, they can go up to the
Oh,
fifth
okay.
seed. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's this? Los Angeles Chargers versus Denver Broncos.
I think that's gonna
Man,
be a good game. And both teams are playing really well. Give me Denver. Denver's gonna beat the mess. Denver's gonna beat LA.
yeah, I got Denver winning too because actually, Justin Herbert's not playing this game, so
Yep.
it's Trey Lance is going to be the starter.
Yep.
So, of course, we've seen through both of our teams that Trey Lance doesn't do much. Sad to say, not harm anything, but we know his track record. So, and of course, the Broncos, they want the number one seed too. So I know it's between them, the Jaguars, and the Patriots.
Yep.
So they trying to get that number one seed, and this would definitely help them. And of course, the Chargers has helped them by not playing their starters too. So then I have a big emphasis on moving one or two spots up or down. So I got the Broncos doing this 31-6. And actually, what's crazy is Broncos lead in sacks and also have the fewest sacks allowed as well, which is crazy to think about.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're going Trey Lance gonna have a time on Sunday. Good luck
Yeah, I
with
feel sorry for Trey Lance.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with y'all. Agree with y'all. I'm gonna go to Broncos. They're fighting for that number one seed, and if they're able to get it, then it's tough. Everybody knows it's tough to play in Denver with the high altitude.
Mm-hmm.
Had one of the best defenses in the NFL. They're doing a great job. Their defense has done a great job. Sean Payton and Bo Nix, the offense, they've been decent, but they should handle a Chargers team that's not playing none of their starters. Like you said, Trey Lance is playing, so I feel sorry for him. And Denver Broncos, they probably gonna break the sack record on Sunday. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, I'm gonna go with the Broncos. All right. Oh man, this game is horrible too. Can't.
Which one is it?
Kansas City Chiefs versus Las Vegas
Oh
Raiders.
no! Hey, we can just skip over that one.
Oh man, hey! Don't even
Hey,
put a TV on that.
hey, for this one, we don't have to go in depth. We can just go ahead and say who's gonna have winning.
Kansas City gonna win.
Yeah, it's like, hey, either one. Which one you want? Trash or more trash? Which one?
Give me trash.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs winning too. Yeah.
I guess I'll go with the Chiefs. I mean, they both play backup quarterbacks, so the Chiefs down to their third string.
Yeah,
But,
they are.
yeah, I guess I'll go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, this was not worth watching. I'm sorry, y'all. This is the one. Like, no, for sure. Do not turn it on. If you see the Chiefs on Raiders on your screen, just watch something else.
Go find something on Netflix or something.
Yeah,
That was a good movie on Netflix.
Yeah, turn on
Go
something
catch
else.
up on Stranger Things.
Yeah,
last
come
season
on now.
Stranger Things.
Shoot.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Oh God, this was bad too. Hey, low key, these last couple of ones, we could just zoom right past them because these games are bad. But next up is to watch the Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, Eagles. Next.
Yep, Eagles.
Yeah, I got the Eagles too.
14-10.
Yeah.
Commanders gonna get a top 7 draft pick. That's all they were.
Yep. This one's obvious. It's bad too, but Miami Dolphins versus New England Patriots.
Lord have mercy.
Well, next. Patriots.
I got Patriots too. 14-3.
Yeah, I got the Patriots.
And Drake May might win MVP with that.
Yep.
That's the wild thing.
Think about all the trash people talk about him before. And now this man might be an MVP. MVP.
In his second year.
Come
Crazy.
on now. Well, you have Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Christian McCaffrey. I know he's been balling though too. So I gotta give him his credit. But like with those three, and you got other people I haven't talked about. He's gonna be MVP this year. Crazy.
And to see the Patriots go from where they were to where they are now.
Correct. Yeah, Mike Vrabel. Yep.
Yeah, he's done
Things
a
there.
hell of a job.
Tom Brady talking about.
Hey, and oh yeah, I gotta get your bone. Remember Drake May? He went to UNC. Remember that's a basketball school.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Always have one outlier.
Yep, gotta get on them for that.
Yeah, because I heard. Yeah, remember he talked about them,
But look, it's not my fault that we all know track record how it goes.
Yeah, you're right.
9 out
Majority.
of 10, you're not gonna see a good football player out of a basketball school.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got a point.
Yeah, we got one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right. All right. These next two we can zoom past them and then talk about the Sunday night game. And that's it for the game. But the next story we have is the New York Jets versus the Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Yep, Bills too. They try and get that top. They actually in line to get the top 2 pick possibly. They can be as low as 7. So, Jets Bills hasn't worked out with them. They pay them that money and it's not working out for them. So, they probably gonna get another quarterback in the draft and see if they have some type of competition. But yeah, Bills win it easily, 35-14.
Yeah, I'm going to Bills too. All right. Last game of the evening slate is the Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears.
Chicago.
Yep, Chicago. But yeah, I just want to say a little bit thing about the Lions though. Like I don't know what they're gonna do though, because they went from literally losing the NFC Championship game in 2024, they're losing the divisional round in 2025, and now you're out the playoffs. So I'm like, where do y'all go now? Because it's kind of like y'all have had the same team for a couple of years now. You had Jared Goff, you had your coach. So now with this, pretty much y'all just kept moving down. What are y'all gonna do next? So I don't know what they're gonna do now. So I just want to bring that up because I was like, I don't know if y'all noticed that, but it's like the Lions, that was like within 3 years. It's like, golly, what happened? So
Ben Johnson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got the Bears winning though. Oh, actually, no. I actually got the Lions as an upset in the Thriller. I think the Lions don't come out and they're gonna upset them.
Okay.
Yeah, Jay, I think we lost you, bro. We can't see you. Can you see
No, I can't see him. He's dead.
Yeah, Jay, you can there you go.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, so I'll say it again. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. My camera was different.
And what is it? He's lagging.
But yeah, I'll say it again just in case. But yeah, I got Lions upsetting no in the Thriller. It'll be 28-27 Lions win. This is a divisional game too, so I think they want to go out with a win though. So I got Lions win.
I'm going with the Bears here. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and one last thing. Caleb Williams, he's 270 yards away from being the only QB in Bears history to throw 4,000 yards.
I will go ahead and get against your divisional rivals.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Bears have been around 105 seasons. They have never had a 4,000-yard throwing quarterback.
That's crazy.
So I just wanted to bring that up too.
So for all those Caleb Williams fans, I mean haters out there,
Yeah,
you're looking real foolish right now.
for real. No matter what he got on his fingernails.
Yeah.
Alright, oh, yeah, you made your pick for this game?
He said Bears.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel like this is probably maybe outside of the Saturday games, the
Mm.
next best game to watch is a Sunday night football game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
Hmm.
I think
Mm.
Aaron Rodgers gonna try to pull some magic out the hat. And they don't even know if they're gonna start Lamar Jackson. So they're gonna do it right then and there too.
Well, they said Lamar's gonna play though. He said he's gonna play.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I'm gonna pick the Ravens because they both wishy washy team. They're so middle of the pack type thing, and I think either way, whoever comes out of it, I think they're gonna lose in the playoffs the first divisional round. I think just me
Oh
personally.
yeah.
So it's like a lose type situation. But yeah, I got the Ravens winning because they got Lamar Jackson, the better quarterback that I'll trust more than Aaron Rodgers. Of course, Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have his peep. He doesn't have DK Metcalf for this game. And I know the tight end, he broke his arm, so he won't be playing either. So he doesn't have enough weapons to throw to. So, and I think the Ravens, their defense don't, definitely put pressure on them. And I know T.J. Watt possibly coming back for the Steelers, but I don't think that'll be enough though. I don't think they have enough offense to do it. And I think Derrick Henry gonna go off in this game too. He'll have another great game. I at least have him for 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards rushing. So I got the Ravens winning 28-17.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens too. I just don't see a way how Pittsburgh is gonna win this game. I don't see how they're gonna generate big plays without DK Metcalf. You pretty much don't have like a second or third option on your team. They got to lean more on their running backs to help them out. I know Kenneth Gainwell, he's been good for them in the passing game, but outside of DK Metcalf, you don't really have anybody that scares you as a receiver out there. I know you have Aaron Rodgers, but he doesn't have much to work with. TJ Watt, he is going to be back for that game, but we don't know what type of shape he's in. He missed a couple of games. Don't know if it's going to have big of an impact. But I think Derrick Henry is going to have a big game because he has rushed over 100 yards these last 3 games, and I expect a big game from him on Sunday night. And they're going to lean on him too because even though Lamar's back, he's probably not 100%. So they're going to lean on Derrick Henry in the running game. I think John Harbaugh has finally figured it out. Feed Derrick Henry. He's one of the best backs in this league. He's physical. Just run your offense through him. And I got the Ravens winning. And I had the Ravens win the division and get into the playoffs. Like Mr. G said, they're going to end up losing the first round anyway, but they're going to win this game.
Yeah, true.
All right, Mr. G, you have some questions for us, so we can go ahead and tackle those.
All right, you sure we got time?
Yeah, say man, we missed like 3 weeks worth of content, so we might as well just keep them going.
Get as much time to. All right, sound good. All right. So first question. So we know what's up with Miami. Possibly losing their coach, possibly to the Browns, which I would go there. I would not go there, okay. But my question would be, of course, I do have Troy Aikman now as their pretty much advisor to help out Miami. They're trying to find a GM search. So if you were Troy Aikman, what would you advise the Miami Dolphins to do with their GM search? What would you tell them to do?
Whew.
I think I would tell them to go with someone who is young, Yeah, go with somebody that's young because
Mm-hmm.
you don't want an old head who is too stuck in the ways that he can't evolve.
Okay.
And it's wild that they're using Troy Aikman instead of Dan Marino.
Good point.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, First off, I'm gonna say this: the Dolphins, they don't have no sense of direction. So bring somebody in. I believe they should bring somebody in that's experienced. Um, they necessarily don't have to be an OGM, but somebody that has experience in the league that can make the right decisions. And first and foremost, your first decision is what you're gonna do with Tua.
Yep.
You go trade him, you go cut him. I believe if you cut him, you gonna be sitting in like 80 million, 90 million worth of dead cap money. So you have to try your best to trade him. But if you end up cutting him, you gotta put yourself in the hole. And that general manager's got to figure out a way how to get yourselves out of that hole. So first, I would say get somebody that's experienced, um, that has a plan and a sense of direction, because Miami doesn't have that right now. Second, I would cut ties with Mike McDaniel. Um, he hasn't done anything during his tenure as the Miami Dolphins head coach. I don't even believe he got them to the playoffs, not at least once. So
Yeah, he
it's
did.
really no. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 0-2.
Oh, okay. Well, still haven't gotten you anywhere. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I
so,
mean, good point. Good point.
so I would cut him. There's no point in having them. So first I would make sure that general manager would feel comfortable coming into this type of situation, because you
Mm-hmm.
basically all eyes going to be on you. You gonna be the person that you got to make it happen. You got to pull the Dolphins out of the abyss. So that's what I would tell Troy Aikman and his GM search.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Like I said, going based on what y'all said, yeah, I kind of thought about the same things. Like Jim, he has to know what he's doing though. Like, what are you going to do? What is your steps? What's your plan? Right now you have nothing to lose pretty much. Like you made some moves around the edges, whatever you need to do. But make sure you can build a roster what you want it to be. Because I know for sure, yeah, you come in, all eyes will be on you to try to figure out what's going on. So yeah, great response, guys. Thank you. So I got two more real quick for you. All right, first one. So I know we're gonna talk about the playoff teams, and I'm gonna be talking about that next couple of weeks. We're gonna focus on the non-playoff teams. Okay. So I'm gonna first start off with what non-playoff team do you have the least confidence in next year? You can do one from each conference, or you can just do one in general. It's up to you. So which one do you have the least confidence in next year? That's non-playoffs.
The Chiefs. I feel like
Mm,
the Chiefs
that's a good one.
are always in the picture when you have Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely need to get rid of Travis Kelsey, and they need to revamp the receiver room because yes, Xavier Worthy is fast, but he don't produce. And the same with Hollywood Brown. And it's time to they just need a whole revamp, honestly, but offense and defense because everybody's getting older. And if the league is constantly getting younger, then eventually you're gonna get phased out. Injuries gonna happen, and their way of playing is gonna slowly phase its way out. And plus, and there's only so much Andy Reid can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good
All
one.
right. Can you repeat the question one more time?
So what non-playoff team do you have the least confidence in next year?
Okay. Oh, I'll say the Bengals. Um, just because Although I don't know if y'all heard the Joe Burrow in his press conferences, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't sound too certain about his future in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's gonna be this offseason or next offseason, but we could probably sit here talking about him finding his way out of Cincinnati. And this is a team that's bad at roster construction. Um, their defense is horrible. You don't have one player on your defense, probably outside of Trey Hendrickson, when he's healthy. You don't have one player on that defense that scares you. You don't have a dominant linebacker. You don't have a corner. You don't have a safety. You have one great edge rusher, and that's it. So I believe they've done a poor job of building a defense around Joe Burrow, and also they've done a poor job of protecting Joe Burrow from him getting his injuries because his offensive line is not that good. He has one of the worst offensive lines in the league. So it's something to monitor. I don't know if it's going to happen this offseason or next, but Joe Burrow is probably going to be on his way out in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that'll be crazy. Well, I'm gonna piggyback for yours. Where do you think Joe Burrow could go and fit well? You got two L as well.
All right, two team. I thought about two teams. The first team is the Vikings.
Ooh.
We all talked about JJ McCarthy. Is he a franchise quarterback? Is he not?
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're going into a season with JJ McCarthy, you need a backup plan because their current backup right now, he's a rookie, and I think he's undrafted as well.
Mm.
So basically, if JJ McCarthy gets hurt again next season, you basically screwed again. It's going to be another losing season for y'all. And I like the idea of Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson reuniting because that's something else you could talk about there. Justin Jefferson finding himself out of Minnesota. But if you have to get Joe Burrow in Minnesota with that offense, with those pieces, and a head coach in Kevin O'Connell, then the Vikings, they could be contenders next season. And my next team is the Colts, depending on what they do with Daniel Jones, if they decide to bring him back or not. I'm also like Joe Burrow with the Colts as well because they got an offensive line, they got a running back, they got receivers, they got a tight end now with Tyler Warren. Those are my two landing spots for Joe Burrow.
All right. What about you, L?
I would agree with Jay on both teams.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or if not, like you said, with JJ, like we were talking about with JJ being a bust, basically everything that Jackson said, I reiterate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I would throw one more team in there.
Okay.
That would be Arizona. Because you got what's that tight end that they got? Whatever
Trey
his name
McBride.
is. Who?
Fair right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey McBride.
Yeah. He's nice. And then you still got Marvin Harrison Jr. So you got think about it. You want to be surrounded by elite talent. And they're still young enough so they can grow with him. And it won't be like, hey man, you're old. What you doing? You know what I mean? Like it's still able to grow.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that for sure. According
Plus,
to
plus back to the Viking situation, they got a heck of a defense.
yeah, they
So
sure do.
you add that along with that offense with the right quarterback, you good.
It's a great point. That's a really good point. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, and like I said, I don't know. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see, where he, again, if he does stay, if he does, go. Because I know he invested so much into that wide receiver core, and to let Joe Burrow pretty much walk, it will be, pretty much devastating. But I know he invested so much in that wide receiver duo, but that's what it seems like the Cowboys are probably doing with, CD and Pickens. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Burrow happens there. So, and then the last question would be, so now we're doing the opposite now. So what non-playoff team do you have the most confidence in next year? So the ones that did not make the playoffs, who do you have the most confidence in to make a push next year?
I am going to say the
Man, thank you.
It is a good question because I don't think you can really pick anybody from the AFC. Maybe like say like the loser out of the Ravens and Steelers game.
That's
Maybe
what I
you
was
pick one.
yeah,
thinking.
Of,
yeah, yeah,
maybe you
like
pick one of
yeah,
them.
like
Yep.
that's the only thing I can think of. Like either the Steelers, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. Like I think they got the best opportunity to get like a solid player or players, but I think that you got to decide on what you're gonna do with Mike Tomlin. You gonna fire him, keep him?
hmm
What you gonna do? And you need another receiver to go along with DK Metcalf.
But do you think Aaron Rodgers is coming back though?
Heck no. Let that man go. He's not near 40, 45. Let him go.
I would have picked the Steelers there because it's gonna be question marks
Yeah,
at quarterback.
it will be.
I mean, yes, I get what you're saying, but I would still pick them because you can always draft another quarterback.
They haven't done it though.
Yeah, that's fault. That's their fault. I'm not running on the season.
No, I'm gonna leave you alone. He said between you the most confident in. So you confident in the Steelers?
Hey, go ahead, my brother.
Hey, I'm for you. I'm all for it.
I
Me
feel
too.
like you're not, but
Hey,
okay.
Jay,
All right. Ooh,
week.
here's a tough one. I won't. It's a three-way tie for me between
Go
the
ahead.
Vikings, the Lions, and the Cowboys. One of them.
Man, the Cowboys?
Yeah.
You feeling
Come on.
okay?
Yes, I'm feeling okay. You know what? I'm gonna rank them since I can't decide between those three teams.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have to put. I think the Lions may find a way to turn it around, so I'll
hmm
put the Lions first.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, honestly, it could be a coin flip between the Vikings and the Cowboys. But I think the
hmm
Vikings, they have a team that can compete. They just need a quarterback.
Yeah.
And we talked about that. And the Cowboys, it's kind of like we have so many holes on defense, but I feel like if we hit on one of those draft picks, then I feel like the defense can do a complete turnaround. And I like what I'm seeing from the offense. I think they're gonna bring George Pickens back. I'm gonna put the Cowboys second, and I'm gonna put the Vikings third because I don't know if JJ McCarthy is gonna be their quarterback next season. I don't know if they're gonna get him competition or what. So I put Lions first, Cowboys second, Vikings third.
All right. All right. Like that. Like that. Yeah. The team that I picked, of course, they had a lot of injuries this year. It was the Commanders because they'll have a top pick too to work with, so they kind of can gauge and see how it is. Jaden Daniels, continue his stellar season. Now they have Debo. He wasn't fully healthy all this year. He's been playing the last few games. Then also the Falcons. Again, if they do something with Kirk Cousins,
I wanted to pick them.
yeah.
But it's like I always pick them, and they don't do nothing. So.
Yeah.
Are you
Hopefully they get away.
genuinely a Falcons fan?
No, I just like they
I
talent.
was just saying.
Yeah, but I hope they do something with Kirk Cousins though to get him out of there though, because I think they just hold on to all them. Was like they paid him so much money. These guys go ahead and just let him go somewhere else though, and do it just start fresh somewhere. You know, probably not be maybe bad next year or so, but you have a lot of building blocks that we talked about earlier. You know, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, you know, Kyle Pitts. You have a lot of great talent there, so you gotta just find that quarterback that y'all need. Watch, you know, Joe Burrow might go over there. And I was playing it, but yeah.
Skin. Breaking news.
Yeah, so so I appreciate y'all. Like I say, yeah, that was pretty much my questions. I do have a trivia.
I got a question though.
Go ahead.
I know we all saw where the Cowboys released Trayvon Diggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, are you surprised that no other NFC East team went at? I mean, that the other two NFC East teams didn't go after him, or do you feel like it was justified? And guess what? He's reunited with Bestie.
Well, I think that was probably part of it being reunited with Parsons, because they probably, you know, we don't know the dynamics between their friendship, but it seems like they were pretty cool, you know, during the time together there. So that was probably part of it. Also, the Packers did need some defensive help in the secondary, because they have had a lot of injuries that they've been dealing with. So, and again, NFC East team, the Eagles didn't need them. They already have a defense set. You know, the Giants, they're not playing for nothing. So why would he go there? And then, of course, Commanders, they banged up this year. They're not going to playoffs either. I think he wanted to go to playoffs too. So I think that was a big factor too. So the Packers were like close to almost a perfect fit because he can play right away too. So I think, yeah, hey, being with Parsons, but hey, you do what you do, man. We don't know all the intels of what happened. You know, Jerry Jones had words about you, these sources over here, over there. But, you know, it's like, hey, I mean, you have freedom to do what you want to do. You want to go to the Packers? Go ahead. I'm not going to blame it at you and nothing like that. Just do what you got to do, man.
I think the writing was on the wall. I wasn't surprised that it didn't happen. I was surprised that they didn't wait till like after the season.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they was going to at least try to like fill the market, try to trade him first, and then cut him. But I think he overstayed his welcome. Like how his body language during the off season, he didn't want to do his rehab in Dallas or do his rehab in Oxnard whenever he was having training camp, and that rubbed the front office the wrong way. They didn't like that. Um, and he was just showing signs like he didn't want to be around the team, and they were like, "Well, if you don't want to be around the team, then why are you here?" So they cut him. Um, I think trading Micah was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
They have a good relationship. They seem to be really close, like Mr. G said. I think once they traded Micah, whatever Diggs' thoughts about the organization, it changed. And then you could see like by his body language, like he didn't want to practice, he didn't want to do his rehab. Um, he was on the IR for a concussion. Then once he released the story about the concussion, it is sound right. It is the story still sounds off. But I think it was destined for him to be a Green Bay Packer. I had him either going to Green Bay or Chicago because Al
Mm-hmm.
Harris, our former defensive backs coach, he's a defensive backs coach for Chicago. And also he has his college coach from Alabama. He's a defensive passing game coordinator for the Packers. So he has ties both ways, and both teams are in the playoffs. So I feel like that he was going to end up wanting them anyway.
If I was gonna, I feel like if I was gonna be Trayvon, I'd rather go to the Bears than the Packers because
But the Bears don't have Micah.
yeah, but Michael aside, the Bears have a better defensive roster than the Packers do. But
Mm,
like you said, he's gonna start he had the possibility to start. So that's even more of a reason why he probably went lead that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the corners in Green Bay they trash.
Yeah. Everybody was injured too, so they couldn't do nothing anyway.
But them taxes gonna eat them taxes gonna eat him alive.
Yeah.
Hey, Cowboys still paying them though.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
are.
yeah, but still though, like, we don't really have like a good tax wise like down here.
Oh
You get
yeah,
majority of your money and
Yeah.
yeah,
you're not paying like the other outrageous taxes that other states are paying.
Correct.
So you gotta think. And he got like a lot of kids too, right? He got kids
yeah,
too?
yeah.
So that's even more money coming out.
Hey, he don't care about that. He ain't happy, so
Yeah, you gotta do where you feel happy at. So
yep,
the money all can change some things, not everything.
yep.
That's always y'all remember. So I do have a quick trivia for y'all, real quick. Y'all down for it?
Yeah, we down.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So I talked about Puka right early in the show, and so of course there's only been one, two, three. There's only been 5 other receivers that have had at least 5 games straight of at least 150 plus receiving yards. Can y'all name the other 5?
Devontae Adams, Mike
Oh,
Evans.
wait. When that time, Devontae Adams, no, he hasn't done it.
Who? Mike Evans?
Mike Evans hasn't done it either. Nope.
Really?
Yep,
Okay.
hasn't done it. It's only been 5 in the whole history.
Justin Jefferson.
Nope.
Jay Rice,
Yep, that's one.
Chris Carter.
Chris Carter, nope, hasn't done it.
Megatron.
Megatron has not done it. I'm gonna
Dang.
give you some hints real quick. All right,
Wait,
one
Oh,
happened.
wait. I got one more.
Wait.
Okay.
Before you go. Larry
Terrell
Fitzgerald.
Owens.
No Larry Fitzgerald, no Terrell Owens. Nope.
Dang.
Okay,
All right.
one happened 2020. One happened 2010s. One happened in the 90s, and one happened in the 80s.
Adam Thielen.
Nope, not Adam Thielen.
Cooper Cup.
Not Cooper Cup. Nope.
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna give you another hint. This person, of course, we talked about him in the show. He played for a specific team, but he's been in a lot of trouble since he got because he played with one of the greatest of all time, and he ended his career by
Antonio
taking.
Brown.
There you go, Antonio Brown, 2017. This other player, he had a significant injury. We talked about that field. He had it at that field. He had an injury this year.
He played for New York. Is he the Jets or the Giants?
Nope. He didn't play for New York.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he played against them?
Yeah, he played against them, and that's when he got injured because of the field. He got injured this year too. He's on a very middle of the pack team we talked about.
Oh man.
AFC.
T. Higgins.
Not T. Higgins.
Jamar Chase.
Nope, not Jamar Chase. He again is a quarterback with questions like if he's gonna stay there or not. Not
Joe
that.
Burrow. Wait.
Not Joe.
What?
This man
I'm
named
sorry.
receivers and then name their quarterback.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
You said it's an AFC team?
Yeah, AFC.
Tyreek Hill.
There you go. Got it. 2023. All right. There's 2 more. So one in the 90s and a one in the 80s. You probably won't get the one in the 80s. His name was Roy Green
All right.
in 1984. And the last one, he has the same last name as Antonio Brown. So in the 90s, played in the 90s.
Tim Brown.
There you go. 1997. Yep. Look at y'all, man. Yeah. Ball knowledge. Come on now.
Man, Miss G always come up with good trivia questions, man.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised I actually got him all right.
Hey, see, the hints helped out, see? Because at first, It got going crazy. Whoa. Okay, I get you. I got the wide receivers, but yeah. I'll bring some more stuff like that when next time I come on the show for sure.
All right. Well, this is a pretty lengthy show, but I feel like it was worth it. I mean, we haven't put any content in a couple of weeks because of different things,
Life.
family matters, family emergencies, life in general.
Yeah,
But we appreciate you joining the show, Mr. G.
for
Thank
sure,
you.
man.
Yeah, and we'll keep dropping this fire content for y'all. Appreciate y'all following the show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, share with your family and friends. Make sure you follow us on all our social media accounts: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're up to 602 subscribers on YouTube. So we're trying to build that up, get to 1,000. But we appreciate y'all.
Yes. And check out Aftermath the Grown Folks every Wednesday whenever you get the opportunity to. Great show. Great gossip. Great book recommendations. Let's get it.
All right, we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Welcome to the Breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.